Welcome to Hot Flash's Menopause Monologues, and this is a podcast made from inspiration and perspiration. Each episode features 2 monologues about menopause, and I ask the writer and my friend Helena Jevons about the story behind them. Not all menopause experiences are created equal. One person might not know it's even happened. Another at the opposite end of the experience could have had their life ruled by their body's cycles and hoped for menopause as a relief from the periods and various associated health conditions. Helena provides her insight into this with The Silent Garden. Many women can describe the moment the penny drops and they realise it's happening to them. The first monologue, performed by Ali Fox, encapsulates that dawning realisation. From PMS to WTF.
Yes, we all know what they stand for. Yeah, again, that just wrote itself, really. I don't have any massive... For me, there was a sense, well, I've just got used to dealing with this cycle where I have PMS and then I have my period and then but there's a monthly flow and then it all gets thrown out again and it's like, what has happened?
Right. So there I was, thinking I put the worst of it behind me. Spent half my life dealing with PMS. The cramps, the mood swings, all the tears and family-sized bars of whole nut. I thought, surely once I'm done with all that, it'll be smooth sailing. But, oh no. Turns out Mother Nature had other ideas. It's like she's gone, oh, you thought PMS was bad? Wait till you meet menopause. Honestly, it's like going from that time of the month to that time of your life when your body goes absolutely bonkers. One minute I'm cold, the next I'm roasting alive, like I've been shoved in an oven on Christmas morning. And the tears. I'm talking full-on blubbering over the daftest things. I saw a charity ad for the poor puppies last week. Puppies! And I was crying like someone had nicked me handbag. The mood swings are on a whole new level now. Used to be I'd just get a bit snappy around that time. But now I'm going off like a Catherine wheel, yelling at people for things that don't even make sense. Last week, I told my husband off for breathing too loud. Just sitting there, minding his own business, breathing away, and I'm staring at him, seething. I used to have a memory like a steel trap. I'll start a sentence, and halfway through it's like, poof, gone. The other day, I walked into the kitchen to get something. Still couldn't tell you what. Just stood there like a muppet without a hand up its arse, staring at the fridge, wondering what on earth I'd come in for. I think that's the thing though. No one prepares you for it. They all warn you about puberty and PMS when you're young. But menopause, that's a big fat secret. It's like they don't want to scare us. So they make us figure it out on our own, like some kind of cosmic joke. But I'm laughing about it, 'cause what else can you do? I mean, I could sit around feeling sorry for myself, or I can just embrace the madness. The hot flashes, the brain fog, the wild moods. Going from PMS to WTF with all the grace I can muster, which... most days, is not a lot. So, if you see me in bits over puppies or yelling at me husband for breathing, just give me a nod, yeah? Us menopausal women, we're fighting battles people can't even see. And if I can laugh at it, well, maybe you can too.
It was almost a coincidence that we ended up giving this script to someone she hadn't had cancer, but she had suffered from endometriosis a great deal. And this was one that resonated with the actor personally. So The Silent Garden, tell me about that one.
So this was one where I wanted to start to put it more into context, the menopausal stage of a woman's journey and handling that in her life in the context of her overall journey with the impact that periods could have on her life throughout her working career. So this is one about a woman who has endometriosis, and that's had a big impact all the way through her life. And she is moving into menopause, but she's talking about the impact that, you know, at least 1 week out of every month has had on her throughout her life. She has a different experience. So she thinks that she's become menopausal because she stops bleeding and then she starts bleeding again. And she knows that is not always a good thing. And so she goes and gets herself checked out. But she discovers that at that point she has endometrial cancer.
You could say my body's always been a battleground. Endometriosis. That was the name they finally gave to the pain that felt like my insides are a garden of thorns, blooming where they shouldn't. For years it was dismissed. Cramps, they said. Just bad periods. Like it was something I should endure quietly. So I did. For decades. Pain became my companion. My shadow. It was always there, every month, without fail, reminding me of all the things my body couldn't be. There were days I hated it. Hated myself. The treatments helped sometimes, but the surgeries, the medications, they were just temporary truce agreements. The war always came back. The children never came at all. I finally accepted they never would. Then menopause came. At first I thought it was a blessing. No more periods, no more monthly reminders of a body I could never fully control. It was quiet, peaceful even. For the first time I thought, maybe I can just live now. Maybe I can finally stop fighting. But the thing about silence, sometimes it hides the real danger. I started spotting again, just a little. At first I ignored it, thought it was nothing. But the spots turned to stains, and the stains turned into something I couldn't deny. I knew something was wrong. Endometrial cancer. That's what they said. After all those years of pain, after everything I'd fought through, this was the final betrayal. They told me my endometriosis had likely increased the risk. All that tissue growing where it shouldn't, refusing to let go. And now, even after the menopause, it had come back for one last round. The treatment, it was brutal. Surgery to take away parts of me I'd already made peace with losing. Radiation that left me so tired I forgot what normal felt like. And the waiting. The endless waiting for test results, for appointments, for someone to tell me I was going to be okay. Now they say I'm in remission, a word that feels like holding your breath forever, waiting for the other shoe to drop. But I've learned something through all of this. I've spent my whole life angry at this body. Angry at the pain it caused me, angry at what it couldn't do, angry that it didn't give me the life I thought I was supposed to have. But somewhere, between the surgeries and the radiation and the tears, I realised this body is still here. It's still fighting. It's scarred. It's battered. But it's mine. And for all its flaws, for all its betrayals, It's carried me through. So I'm not angry anymore. I'm not grateful either. I don't think I have to be. But I'm here. I'm alive.
In this episode of Hot Flashes Menopause Monologues, From PMS to WTF was performed by Ali Fox, and The Silent Garden was performed by Tanya Rich. For more about events and the podcast, visit hotflashes.info, where you can also buy the actual book of the Menopause Monologues by Helena Jevons. If you are enjoying Hot Flashes, don't forget to like, follow or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and maybe even leave us a review. It all helps spread the word. Hot Flashes is produced by me, Helen Quigley, and is a Soundliness production.